Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your midday news fix for Tuesday the 5th of November. Many American voters will be voting based on local problems as they head into the polling booth in the coming 24 hours. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are making their final pitch to voters on the eve of Election Day, with latest polling showing a tight race. US Embassy's David Gerenbeck says Americans will also be choosing senators, governors and Congress. He told Newstalk ZB's Wellington Mornings it continues to be a very divisive election.
And a lot of times when people go to vote, they're focused on some of those local issues in those local elections as much or even more than they're focused on the national level. So this is the crux of democracy.
The economic downturn could get worse before it gets better. That's the Reserve Bank's view in its latest semi-annual financial stability report. Business reporter Michael Sergel has the details.
The central bank says households are reducing discretionary spending and businesses have put investment plans on hold. While business confidence is recovering as both inflation and interest rates fall, there is a risk of significant further weakening.
The Reserve Bank says the banking sector remains in a good position to support households and businesses, including effectively handling any potential loan defaults. The jury presiding over the murder trial of Tingzon Chow in Christchurch has been released for the morning. Shannon Johnstone has more.
Chow's accused of killing Yan Fei Bao, who disappeared in July last year, with her body found more than a year later. The third week's beginning was delayed yesterday because a jury member was sick. Justice Lisa Preston started today with a chambers discussion, and the jury is due back in court from midday.
Community projects in Wellington are at risk of losing funding as the City Council looks for budget cuts. It's rethinking its long-term plan after abandoning plans to sell shares in Wellington Airport. The Mayor's office has cited more than a dozen planned projects at risk, including work on cycleways, the Civic Square, Kandala swimming pool and a new central Chinese garden. Tory Whānau says she won't consider cutting spending on water infrastructure and social housing or increasing rates. The Prime Minister won't say whether people running youth boot camps can use force. A leaked ministerial document from the Children's Minister suggests giving military-style boot camp providers the power to use force could increase the potential risk of abuse. It says not providing these powers could mean that staff could face legal risks when preventing young people from absconding or harming themselves or others. Christopher Luxon told Mike Hosking the power to use force is ultimately a decision for program operators.
I'm just not in that position, Mike, to comment on that as to when it would be used or how it would be used for restraint or other things.
Firefighters have been battling a fire inside a mosque in Auckland's New Lynn on Astley Avenue this morning. And the music world is grieving the loss of one of its most influential names. Music producer and composer Quincy Jones has died peacefully at his Bel Air home, aged 91. To sport, Britain's Telegraph newspaper reports the Lions and New Zealand Rugby are exploring the staging of a match in the United States as part of the 2029 tour. And Black Cap spinner Ajaz Patel has revealed a number of players were plagued by illness during their unprecedented 3-0 Test cricket series sweep of India away. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.